Hello, everyone. I'm back with another market review of the NASDAQ and how I took zero trades today. So, coming into the day at market open, I was bullish because we still left these highs and left the previous week high on ES. We were still respecting these gaps, still respecting this gap yesterday, and just left that high. And that previous day high, which was this, was an equal high, which we still left from yesterday. I was bullish yesterday. We never got along to it, just dumped the whole day. And at open, I was bullish today. But as you can see in this leg, in this whole leg that we made overnight since yesterday, it was just chopped. There was absolutely nothing for us to manipulate into if we wanted to get along. It was all low resistance liquidity. Therefore, what I said at market open was higher time frame, I am bullish. But the only trades that I can take today or some type of continuation setup. There's nothing really I would see as a manipulation. Maybe there's this low, but like, yeah, and this gap, then this is here, all this is here. Maybe if you rejected that right away. I don't know. It was an area that got tapped multiple times. It was just weird. So I either wanted to see us displace higher at open and get a continuation long to the previous day high and to this high, which was still my draw, or start displacing lower, which will signal that we want to take out all these lows, and I'll go for a short. And that's what we did right at open. We started dumping, taking out all these low resistance lows, which I didn't expect to reverse for many of them, and I expected to stay bearish through all of them until we took out this previous day low, and now that we took out this 4-hour intermediate low. This is an area that we can actually reverse from. Now I don't want to long from here because it's already 11:08. It's too late for me to be trading. And yeah, so we started dumping, opened up these 5 minutes that I wanted to get manipulated into to get a short, and we just continued to go through them. Here, we ended up opening up a 15-minute gap, and I wanted to see us, since this was like the 10 a.m. open, I wanted us to trade up into it. Get like a clear manipulation leg, take out this high maybe too, just because it's like a more premiumed PDA rate. Obviously, it's always better to short in a premium than to short in a discount. But there was just nothing. There was this leg that took out the 15-minute. There was a 30-second, but chopped, horrible, no entry, no valid entry. I wouldn't have entered off of this spot anyways because I just wanted the more premium gap, since there were a lot of unfilled gaps within this leg. As you can see, there's this 5-minute or this 15-minute, which was also a 5-minute. There's this 5-minute, and we just had these highs within here. It would have been higher probability if we swept out at least this high and then got a short. But that ended up not happening. We continued to displace lower after 10 a.m. And I was willing to continue shorting until the previous day low was taken. But obviously, as you can see here, we made a 5-minute. I wanted to wait for this 5 minutes to get pulled back into this premiumed one, since it was, in the equilibrium of this range from this high to this high. And we just didn't get it. Continued to jump through previous day low. And days like this kind of suck because it's like where the market wants to go. You have your clear bias, and it just continues going down. It doesn't give you a setup. Days like that suck, but you have to understand that long term, following your rules in these type of scenarios and not just clicking the sell button or clicking the buy button just because you have a bias is going to save you. Like, there will be tons of times where you might think that it's bearish, and because you stuck to your entry model, it would have saved you a loss or saved you from, getting manipulated. So you just have to stick to your model. These are like rough times. We've kind of been in rough PA for a while where we're just stuck in this higher time frame range, sideways price action since October. That's 4 months already. But once we're out of this, some people might be printing crazy in this market, but I'm not. I am sitting out, preserving my capital for when the market favors me. And once that time comes, I'll be ready to do what I'm supposed to do. And, well, here's proof that I didn't take any trades. Same account, same balance as yesterday, same balance as the day before. 0 P&L. I'm blurring the account ID just because whatever. I don't want people seeing my account ID. And yeah, you can't get I know it's hard, but you can't get discouraged when you see other people are printing and doing good in this price action and you're not, because it's the same way the other way around. There will be a time that comes where the price action will favor you every single day almost. You'll be getting a setup, good win rate, getting a payout every 2 weeks. While those same people that are printing right now, they're not getting any setups, they're not taking any trades, or they're just losing a lot. And that's just how the market works. It works in cycles. Some people's models work better in a sideways price action or in a certain price action that, just dumps or rips in a straight line with no pullbacks or manipulation. And other people's work better when liquidity generates, when we get good pullbacks, good manipulation legs, and we're trending. So you can't let that discourage you. You have to stay to your model no matter what. Don't let it switch, because I've made that same mistake tons of times in the past where I had a model. There was like a 1 or 2 month dry period that discouraged me and made me switch models. And then once again, got a model, enjoyed it. Another time, 2 month dry period, ended up switching the models. And guess what? After every single time that I would switch models, that previous model that I was on would end up working, because that's just how cycles work. The market moves in cycles. Sometimes it's sideways, sometimes it's trending smoothly, sometimes it's overextending. That's just how the market works. And you have to learn to preserve your capital and wait for those cycles that favor you and stay away from the cycles that don't favor you. And it's also not good to, learn a bunch of different strategies to use for each cycle, because it's hard to predict what cycle will be in on each certain day, what cycle will be in for the next month. And especially maybe as an advanced trader, once you have multiple years of experience in the market and like tons of discretion and just things that you learned and like market experience, yeah, then you could do that. But especially if you're unprofitable, you're a beginner, you're still learning, it's better to just stick to the basic thing, learn, and then in the future you'll be able to do all those more advanced things. Right now, I'm still a beginner, I'm still unprofitable, aiming for consistency, and the easiest way to do that is to pick one easy basic thing and continue doing the same thing every single day and staying away from the things that you're not supposed to do. So just a word of thought, some things that I've learned, and I know that I will be rewarded very soon for waiting, for being patient, for doing the things I'm supposed to do, and preserving my capital. As for bias goes, if we are bullish and truly trying to reverse from here and, continue to this high, previous week high on ES, all-time highs, all that, this low right here should be where we reverse. That's the low inside of a fair value gap. It is in the equilibrium of this range. Well, we're about to tap it. I think maybe we already did it on ES here. No, close, but whatever. We should reverse around this spot. If overnight and during pre-market tomorrow we end up displacing through this low, showing that we're disrespecting this leg and all the stuff within this leg, displacing through all of it, then that means this equal high won't really matter, this bullish bias won't matter, and we are going to continue fulfilling the weekly bearish bias that I had at the start, which was to this low, since we made a relative equal low with it. Kind of weird because it didn't follow my signatures, disrespected stuff, made it look like, okay, we're going to be bullish, and then ended up, just being weird. But that's how it works in this sideways choppy price action, is it just keeps faking you out and faking you out. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, same thing, market review or a trade breakdown, depending if I take something. Tomorrow is CPI, so it should be a volatile day, good volume, and the market should be drawing to somewhere. So hopefully by tomorrow we have a clear side that we want to go to, and we can either take out this area and get sells, or show more bullish strength and take out these highs. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or critiques of any sort about my model or about my videos, any ideas for me, leave it in the description, and take care.